about the conversations we have at the dinner table. When it comes to talking about food with your kids, there can be some phrases we use that are actually quite harmful.
Which can actually then lead to problems with how kids eat later down the road. So here to help us create positive dinner table conversations around food is Rachel Engelhart, who is from the Eating Recovery Center. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
I was saying before, I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. Why is it so important to be talking to your kids positively about food right now when they're young?
Well, kids are sponges, so they just absorb everything that we say, and the more positive and honestly even neutral we can be around food, the better. Many of us were raised to think kind of critically about food and maybe make judgments around food, and I think that many of us have come to realize that's quite harmful.
Yeah, and sometimes we're just saying things off the cuff, but we don't realize, oh, that's, you know, that's maybe a little harmful.
Yeah.
What are some of those phrases that people are saying that, like, oh, maybe don't say that?
Well, something that I feel like this isn't something that we say currently, but the Clean Plates Club. I feel like I've had many clients talk about that.
Guilty.
Well, listen, but this is not meant to be judgmental by any means.
Okay.
This is
No,
about
this is
learning
helpful.
and growing and evolving and being just aware of how we can talk and how it might impact our kids and honestly everyone around us, because a lot of people are easily triggered around commentary surrounding food.
Right.
So that, or maybe save some for the rest of us, or are you really going to eat that much? These are comments that we might say just as a reflex, and I would just encourage everyone to just take a breath and think about, like, is this actually a helpful comment, or could this be interpreted as something judgmental or critical?
Very good point.
Yeah. For my 3-year-old, she'll say, like, my tummy hurts, which could mean she's hungry, or my tummy hurts, she's full. How do you help them understand those hunger cues about when they're full, when they actually need more? Is there a way to teach them that?
We want to empower our kids to listen to their bodies. I think asking something like, well, what's your tummy? What do you think your tummy's telling you? What do you think? Do you think that would feel good? Do you think, I have a 7-year-old and she'll say, like, my tummy hurts. I'm like, do you think that something would taste good? Like, would it feel good in your tummy, or would it not feel good? And she can really usually decipher what will feel, like how she wants to approach it. We want to empower them to trust their bodies and to really take ownership over the fact that their bodies know what they're doing.
It's a really good point. And it's so great to be more mindful. So, you know, again, we're just eating and things happen, but like, let's be mindful. What are some, so those are some phrases if we're trying to get to little ones, like, how do you know you're full? But what are some kind of better things to say, just in general, at the dinner table?
Yes, like something like, what's your tummy telling you? How are you feeling? How does that food make you feel? Or even like, wow, isn't this ice cream delicious? Or isn't this salmon delicious? You know, just really kind of letting everything be, it's just food. Like a salad can be delicious, salmon can be delicious, fries can be delicious, and just really enjoying food and having modeling a neutral or healthy or happy relationship with food ourselves can be so positive.
So not labeling them good and bad.
Exactly. Food is food is
Just
food.
food.
And if it feels good to you, and if it's good to you, then that's great. And if it doesn't feel good to you, then that's a really good data to have.
What about, I think often about her, my daughter, my son, watching what I'm eating, watching what I'm saying about my body. Is that influential to them as well?
For sure. And so I recommend that everyone speaks about themselves in a kind way. Talk about yourself the way you would talk about a friend or a loved one. Make sure that your kids only hear you saying that you look great, or you feel great in this outfit, or doesn't this shirt look good on me, or I'm just really feeling my hair today. You know, talk about ourselves positively. I think that could have a really good impact. And then also with food, like, well, I'm really just enjoying this salad, or this is really hitting the spot for me today.
Just keep it positive.
Exactly.
If you identify that your child is maybe having a little bit of issue with the food, number one, what are some of those things we might identify, and then how do we get help for that?
Yeah, so I would say that if things strike you as being out of the ordinary, so all of a sudden your child just refuses to eat meals with the family, or they're not taking interest in mealtime, or even social opportunities with friends, that definitely is a flag. Another one is, you know, if they go to the doctor and there's a major decrease in their growth curve, that's definitely a really important flag. Pediatricians are a great resource. If you have any questions or doubts, I recommend you go see your pediatrician. I also think that dietitians, I am a dietitian, I'm also a licensed therapist. There are many in this area in particular that are excellent at helping people with their issues around food, and if their kids have any issues, so definitely reach out to a trusted professional. And then of course I work at ERC in Bethesda, and we are always happy to be a resource to anyone.
Excellent. Thank you so very much. These are great tips. For more resources on healthy eating, head to eatingrecoverycenter.com.
Got to start using them now, all those tips.